'99 Toyota Corolla starting issue, starter problem. So I'm gonna be checking for starting system. Got some tool here in case we need it. All the customer concern here is like vehicle didn't do any noise, no crank, no nothing. So I removed the EFI fuse, and that way the vehicle is just gonna crank and do not have fuel, just crank and crank. So I wanted to test for the starter motor current first and see what's going on here while this one is booting up. And then here is the 15 amp fuse. And then we're gonna go and crank it and check with the amp probe how is the pattern here and find out what's wrong here. I'm gonna set up the amp probe here to the wire that goes, the thick wire that goes to the starter motor. We're gonna set up here this one to this setting, zero out, press this one, and hook up that one here on this channel and channel 1, and set it up here to equal to 5 volts, 500 amps, 20 milliseconds. Should be kind of fast. I'll go inside. Crank it. Let me this one is upside down, so let me move it here, invert that one, okay, and crank it. Nice. So we can see this starter is getting power and ground, and brushes are all messed up right here. It's a pretty long time here. You can see. Well, the good starter, we should have all of these good, nice like this one, like this. Shouldn't have to have these drops. You see all these drops shouldn't occur. So chances are, see, should go here. You shouldn't have to see this. You have it like this, like this. It's drawing about 200 amps, and we can see. In all cases, if this one will be for one of those countries where they rebuild this, this just rebuild the internal part. So you see, for a moment they work pretty good here, like the way it should work. Right here, nice. I'll see that way how they should work. And then here it had a drop. So if it is all bad like they, if they won't stay on one of these, is when they don't start, and at that time is when you have to just tap on it and you move to the next brush or contact there of the commutators. So confirm starter. Now we need to check powers and ground to this one, because we can see here pretty good, nice, 200 amps, cranking, and then drops, ball brushes. It will stay on a dead spot, nothing happened, we don't see amperage there. I'll crank it now. Stop this. Oh, very little. Very something happened here. Well, very bad. In all cases, you need starter. New starter is gonna fix it. Well, normally I'm checking power and grounds all the way, grounds on the starter motor, while the helper is just checking, holding on the crank position when it doesn't start. And we should maintain, checking for voltage drop. And also the power side, the power source coming directly from the battery and holding on the crank position, and that one should stay up battery voltage system. Probably a little bit of drop, no more than, well, on the cranking position, we don't want to see less than 10.5 or 11, something like that. Holding on the crank position. Same thing on the control side, the one is coming from the ignition switch. So we should see that one too, you know, about 12 volts. And at this point I feel so confident because I have done this test many times, you know, where I know a brush, a contact inside is messed up. So from doing this test too many times. Okay, so got a new starter here, the Denso starter here, and this should make it. Did the testing already, and I try to keep the closest possible to OEM.